Very much peace to you all and welcome. Today's topic is the inner world. Okay, the inner world and how to master the inner world. And really how to apply some hacks, apply some principles that will raise your vibration in such a way that you will get to actually attract a different outcome. You will get to be in a higher state of consciousness. Now, what I understand is the fact that the universe works based on principles, and there are certain laws that are always in work. Okay, so I'm getting more interested in the Hermetic principles, and I'm resonating more and more and more with these principles, and I'm realizing that yes, these laws are real, and in a way our consciousness works in connection with these laws. And the more that we begin to become aware and the more that we begin to master these principles is the more that we will actually master the relationship that we have with our own lives. Okay, so what I'm realizing is the fact that it's so important to take responsibility for my actions. Okay, and not only my actions but also what I feel and what I think. Okay, so the more you begin to take responsibility for your own life externally and internally is the more that you will get to actually master your own self, is the more that you will begin to be more connected to your true self-expression. And what I'm realizing is the fact that every cause has an effect. Okay, so every action has a reaction. And if you really want to achieve something, if you really want something to happen into your life, you gotta step into the action that reflects that thing. Okay, so when we step into action, we also realize that we actually raise our vibration. Okay, so action raises your vibration, and every action has an effect. So whatever you do into your life will actually have an effect. Okay, will have an effect. So every cause has an effect and every action has a reaction. And my question to you is, what do you actually step into action? How do you actually step into action? Because your actions will actually manifest. Okay, so what I'm realizing is the fact that it's so important to master my own inner world. It's so important to take care of my own energy, of my own vibration, of my own consciousness, and really step into the evolution of my soul, you know. And I'm realizing that it's so important to do what we love. Okay, to do what we love. Doing what you love will actually increase your vibration to the next level. And you know, you attract based on your energy. You attract based on what your consciousness is all about. Maybe you don't get what you want, but you will actually get what you are, what your consciousness is about. So what are your thoughts? What are your feelings and what are your actions? Because these three things are creating your vibration, your energy. And the more that you begin to work on your energy is the more that the universe will actually respond to you in a different way. Because in essence, it's all happening in relationship. Okay, it's all happening in relationship. It's all happening in correspondence with what you are feeling within yourself. Okay, so as within, so without. This is another Hermetic principle. It's the principle of correspondence. The more that you master your inner world, the more that you begin to extract the gift of your own inner world, is the more that you will get a different outcome. Because again, your perception creates a reality, as within, so without. Okay, so begin working on yourself. Begin working on yourself. That is how to master your inner world. Begin becoming aware of your own interests. You know, become aware of your own passions and go ahead and express that onto the world, because that is such a powerful thing to do, you know. So I'm realizing that maybe it's not easy. It's not easy to do the inner work. It's not easy to really be your most authentic self-expression. But if we want to evolve, if we want to step into our own personal evolution, we gotta take responsibility. Okay, we gotta be in alignment with our true self-expression. Okay, we gotta be in alignment with who we really are. And what I'm realizing is the fact that each human being has a soul purpose. Okay, each and every human being has a soul mission. And it's usually connected to your talents. It's usually connected to your gifts, to your own passions. And I'm realizing that in this matrix, so many of us, we are maybe not doing what we love. And I'm realizing that it's such a big mistake to do, to not do what you love, to only seek the money, to only work in a job that doesn't serve you, to only be asleep in the crowd. But from my perspective, that is not the way to go about it. The way to go about it is to actually find your own passion and go ahead and build and create the life that you want to experience. Because in essence, you have the power to co-create with the universe the life that you want to experience. But it takes consciousness, it takes action, it takes responsibility. Okay, so realize that everything that is happening into your life is actually a gift. Okay, everything that is happening into your life is a gift. And the more that you realize this, is the more you realize that things are actually happening for you. Okay, so there's a beautiful Indian proverb that says that everything that is happening exactly as it is meant to happen. It means that whatever is meant for us will actually happen. Whatever is meant to happen will actually happen. And whatever has the potential to happen will actually happen. Okay? So realize that you can actually trust the process. Okay? Trust the process. You can trust that whatever is meant for you, that will actually manifest into your own life. Okay? So I'm seeing the fact that there are so many tools that I can use. Okay, there are so many concepts that I can actually grasp on. There are so many things that I can focus on. But it also takes awareness, it also takes responsibility. It also takes me stepping into my own true self-expression and my own spirit and beginning working with the universe, because the universe always gives you what you are. The universe doesn't give you what you want. Maybe the universe doesn't care about what you want. It gives you what your vibration is. It gives you what you are a vibrational match to. So what are you a vibrational match to? Because that is what you will actually experience. Okay, so shift your energy, shift your mind, and you will shift your own life. Shift your thoughts and you will actually create a better world for yourself. Okay, so the principle of mentalism says that it's all mental, and in a way the outer reality is actually mental. And the more that we begin to really open our minds into a higher state, is the more that we will get to perceive reality as mental. And as within, so without. Okay, so whatever your thought is, that is what will be a vibrational match for the things that you will actually attract. Okay, so when you understand that it's all mental, you realize that with your mind, you have the power to co-create and attract the life that you want to experience. But you have to embody it. Okay, you have to really embody your own desire. You have to become a vibrational match to what you want to experience, because so many of us, we want to experience certain things, but we are not really connected to that desire. We are not really a vibrational match to that desire. So you have to understand that it's all happening for you. Okay, it's all happening for you, and you have to understand that you actually have to embody it. Okay, you have to become a vibrational match to it if you want to experience it. And what I'm realizing is the fact that a hack would be also not being attached to it, also letting it go. Let it go, and you will actually see it manifest. Because in a way, it may be a paradox. The more that you are chasing something and the more that you are being in resistance to something, is the more that you will actually push it away. But the more that you are becoming detached and the more that you are beginning to let it go, is the more that you will actually raise your frequency, raise your energy, so you can begin to actually attract that thing at a different and more authentic level. Okay, now what I'm seeing is the fact that in each experience there is a beautiful thing. Okay, even if the experience seems negative, it is still a gift, because what I believe to happen is the fact that the universe maybe works in a neutral way. Okay, so in essence, maybe there may not be good or bad. There is only energy, and energy vibrates at a certain level. And if you really want to master your own life, you also need to extract the gift of a so-called negative experience, okay? And this is polarity, this is duality, okay? The good and the bad. But in essence, it's just the same energy. It's just the same energy. So the positive and the negative maybe are two sides of the same coin. Okay, two sides of the same coin. And when you begin to realize this deeper truth, you realize that everything that has happened into your life has happened maybe with the energy of love, with the energy of purpose, with the energy of you stepping into a higher state of consciousness. Okay. So in essence, maybe the good and the bad are the same energy, okay? They are just two different sides of the same coin. And this is polarity. So when you begin to master polarity, you realize that everything that is happening into your life is happening in relationship with yourself. And the more that you begin to shift your mind based on that thing, the more that you begin to shift your mindset, is the more that you will get to actually influence that thing in a different way, okay? So the good and the bad are two sides of the same coin, okay? Everything that seems negative into your life has its opposite pole, and when you accept and transcend it, you realize that it's just the same thing, okay? So yeah, begin mastering your own life and begin to see the good in everything. Begin to see the positive in everything, because maybe the universe works in perfect ways, okay? So what is meant to happen will actually happen. And take responsibility, you know, take responsibility for your own experiences. Take responsibility for your own life and see what happens, you know? So yeah, it's all happening in relationship with you. Whatever you have manifested so far into your life, in a way, it was your own creation. Okay, it was your own creation. And the more that you begin to take responsibility is the more that you realize that you also have the opportunity to shift certain things into your life, okay? So focus on the small things, because what I'm realizing is the fact that maybe the work is in the simple things, is in a small action, is in accomplishing my mission based on serving the world, maybe, you know? So it's all about the small steps, it's all about the small action, it's all about loving yourself and begin mastering your soul at an authentic level, okay? So it doesn't matter how fast you're going as long as you're going, you know? It doesn't matter how fast you're going as long as you're going. So keep trusting the process, keep trusting the process, because the universe will respond to you. Okay guys, so this is today's message on mastering the inner world. Realize that your inner world is the most important thing that you can actually work on, okay? So in essence, it's all happening in relationship with your own state of consciousness. It's all happening in relationship with what you are experiencing within. Go within, because the secret is within yourself. Go within or you go without. If you are constantly being attached to the outer world, if you are constantly throwing your energy outside, it's the more that you will actually lose your power. But the more that you are going within yourself and the more that you are beginning to play the game from the inside out, is the more that you will have more power, is the more that you will be more authentic, is the more that you will step into a higher state of consciousness. Okay guys, so thanks so much for watching, and this was today's message on mastering the inner world. Realize that there are principles in the universe, there are laws that you can actually use. There are reality hacks that you can actually use in order to attract a better outcome. I love you so much, much peace, and see you on what is coming up next. And if you're new to the YouTube channel, feel free to subscribe and leave a comment. Much peace, and see you on what is coming up next. Bye bye.